all. I'll play on the 3-minute auto pairing a little bit today. So I'm at 2172, which is quite high for the 3-minute. Auto pairing is quite difficult to get above 2200 actually at the moment. Well, for me it is quite tough. That looks an intriguing move. I guess it's just going to G6. It's not maybe a big deal of a problem. I'm just going to try this though. I'm going to try and reinforce control of the little tactic I've just walked into for this loose bishop. That's not so clever. I'm going to lose that pawn. I can see the point now. Okay. Is there a knight d5 or something? Is that a reasonable pawn sack? It looks a little bit dangerous for black. So if I played knight d5 or bishop f4, that just... I play bishop f4, it's knight f3 if you want it. Well, there's a bit of a weakness there. Playing check, or I was wondering about something like knight d5. Well, check, there's knight g6. What's that such a big deal? Bishop e5 and queen h5 for g6. That's possibly better. I'm going to create a weakness here. I'm going to play for
check.
This g6 to be revoked. Because actually then he can't castle kingside. So it might not be that pleasant for black. Now knight d5 here looks interesting to say the least. I think I'm going to try it here, just open this diagonal really, just to open that diagonal. I don't know, f4, or I think there's c file. Hi there. Hi there. What's up? You right? Good. Good. It's on Wednesday, isn't it? If you want to go to Royston. Yeah.
Check. Yeah, he hasn't chased us up yet. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure. Oh no, I think it was a draw. They're going to be a draw, yeah. It's going to be a draw, I think, that one. Oh no, it didn't go out. It was only a few minutes longer after that. Yeah. Thankfully. Couldn't do what? It was a draw shortly after, and yeah. Time warning. Yeah, it wasn't long after. That was brilliant. Thanks, yeah, you and Paul. That was great. That coverage. Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah, if you're playing, I'll play. Yeah, yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, excellent. Okay. Right. Cheers. Cheers then. Yeah, I wasn't really, yeah. Sorry, it's difficult to take a call. No. I'll try another one. This time without a phone call. Oh dear. Alright. Oh, GM. Okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah, Sicilian defence. And let's try, maybe a quick E5 here.
Check.
I've just walked into something horrible. Yeah.
Check.
D5. I've got a chance. Go for a win of a pawn. Maybe knight b4 after that. 1 c2. Pawn back. Okay, get the pawn back. Is it so bad? Probably is quite bad, but let's see. We'll take on e3, c4. I'll play this. Something major going on here with
Check.
5 or something. Oh, bishop takes, right. No, not rook g8. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I just go for, no, I'm going to lose that ending. There's e4 here, trying to get the h pawn. This knight looks as though it's set to be better than the bishop though. That check there is worth, no, it's just taking on h2. King out for rook g8 without knight e7. And the bishop can go here. That's a good square anyway for the bishop. There's not much going on for my counterplay at the moment. This pawn's like vulnerable. Trying to suppress his pawns, his pawn majority. Maybe h4 for h3. Try and get rid of this pawn. We'll get g2
Check.
at least. We'll get g2. No, that's not happening. Okay. Nope, that's going into a fork. Can't see anything really. Just wait around for a moment. Yeah, it's not good. There's only double pawn. I suppose having the bishop on f6 is interesting. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with this rook. I was a4. He's let me have a4. Is that a problem for him? Okay, I'm trying to get this pawn structure. Oh, knight b5. Oh, well done. I managed to get forked. Ah, that was horrible from the start, that one. Really. Do I know when the closing ceremony of the World Championship match is? I didn't know there was one. I thought it's finished. Is there one? I don't know. Does anyone else know? Right, have I got some sort of... No, I'm going to get b7. I suppose I can take on b7. I'm going to have too many loose pieces flying around here. I'm going to keep pieces not loose, really. So this knight here, for example, I'm going to lose it now. Great. Nearly. I've got rook here for a moment. This is getting a bit crazy. I'll take care. I'll just blunder the rook instead. Blimey. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm totally out of it. It's just... Can I play for f5? That's about the only thing I can play for. There's bishop f6. Play h3 and so on d5. There's bishop f7 here, potentially. Let's queen f3 for a moment. Taking the queen. Or just knight f6, I think.
Check.
And queen f3. So now there's, if the queen moved, there was bishop f7 through rook e8. I like here. And this rook e1's like killing.
Check. Check.
Oh, that's killing. No, I'm not playing very well so far. It's got to be said. Pairings are not really. The pairings are not that easy on this auto pairing, like second GM. If I play G6, would that be absolutely terrible? I don't know. If I just took D5, maybe D5. Oh. Try and castle queenside, I think, after D5. Try and put pressure on D4 with knight C6. He's going to play take. He's going to take care. Oh, bishop D6 to knight B5. I could just try and I can just try and castle kingside.
Check.
Maybe not. There's knight takes D4 here. So you give a knight takes H5. Bishop E5. That's queen D5. Okay, so maybe just try and play this at G file. I think this rook here, the other rook on G8. I don't want him winning D5. I take, he's always on D5 after. Okay, maybe I should consider just A6 for a moment. I just take this as D5, knight B4. My king in the centre, it looks to be big trouble. Okay. Knight B4. I get the queen, almost get the queens off. Okay, let's think. Rook. Just rook here for a moment. I think this is vulnerable to something horrible can happen here. My king on E7, probably. I'll take this one. I'll take on E4. There's rook F7. And there's rook F7. Knight takes H5. There's queen D4 after.
Check.
Just checking. Queen f7 looks like a disaster. So what about just here? I'm dropping the bishop. Queen g5.
Check. Check.
Oh, I just won the queen. I thought something horrible was going to happen. It's not good to have the king in the centre. Oh well. Try to play a bit solidly here. Oh, knight f4, queen f3. Is that a pain? It's probably. Yep. Make some air for the king. I think g3 or something. Right. Well, it looks well coordinated at the moment. Wow. I'll do that. And he's giving me his king side.
Check.
For some reason. Might not be a big deal, I guess. I suppose that check there does protect
Check.
e5, which now means bishop e4. Mind you, rook c1's pain probably. I don't know what to do to rook c1. I can take it here. Now is it safe enough? Rook d5. Possibly. His queen's on a dark square. So maybe queen d8 coming up. Want to check here?
Check.
That was rook f6 check.
Check.
That was rook f4.
Check.
Rook h3. I'm going to get mated to rook c1 if I'm not careful. Oh, that's the idea. There's nothing much I can do about that. Indeed.
Check.
Maybe queen f6 or something. No idea really. Like almost c6 with this diagonal. Queen f5 to e4. Got over here. Queen d5. He's out of the
Check.
checks now. I've got to defend my king again. Right, king f3 hasn't got a check on g4. Got a check on f5. King e3. He's queen's on a light square, so
Check.
dark square might be a good idea. If I get rook d1 check in for rook h1.
Check. Check.
Oh, let's just move.
Check.
Pre-move time.
Time warning. Check.
Giving him loads of checks here.
Check.
And get my king over. Oh, he's giving me his queen. That's always helpful. Fly me. Oh, okay. I'll be a bit cheeky here. Go for h5, h4 if he's not suspecting it. I'll just wait around for a bit longer. A bit longer I'm waiting. I'm going to play on the queen side instead. Oh, that's all right. Knight g4. Knight g4? Really? Oh no, just, I don't know, rook b4, just g6. Maybe rook b4, knight h7. King f8. Or just, well, it's time to castle probably. I get completely wrecked. What's going on here? Queen. I think like rook f6 or something. Let's put the rook back on b6. I don't know, it's radical like. Let's get the. Oh, nope. Don't like this. Can't do much here. Let's think. Knight f6. Knight d6. Knight g7. Knight g7. Probably knight d6. f7.
Try and exchange off queens. And this knight g6 takes, it's looking a bit nasty. Knight f5. Don't know what that does. Maybe material down. I think just rook f5, yeah. Why is he giving this queen? Just gave up his queen. That's helpful.
Check. Check.
So, I don't know, queen... I'm just going for his king here with queen e2. Is that possible? Do you have a mouse step? No idea really. Okay, I must have had a mouse step. C3. Well, I guess does something to do with loose pieces. Okay, knight f2. He just takes. He's going to take on e3. Queen d3. What's wrong with queen d3? Knight b4. Queen b5. I think queen d3 might be better than queen c2. Protects e3 as well. That is a problem. Oh, there's knight takes d6. Queen f5. Queen e3. Then what? Knight g5. Can't castle
Check.
on the queen side or the king side there. I'll play knight g5.
Check.
Blimey.
Check.
Ah, that's over. Okay. That was horrible. Okay, maybe c4. C4.
So maybe queen. Okay, this is interesting. If I took. Actually, I'm not really sure about that. B4, what is that doing exactly? I'll get rid of it. So knight B5 to D6 or something. Threatening knight C7. What about bishop A3 for knight D6? Bishop A3, that looks interesting. C4 here, this bishop B2 to follow up. This bishop seems to have prospects. Don't need to worry about that. That's pinned at the moment. Oh, I could have shattered. Oh, well, I'm threatening bishop F6 and get these double pawns. That would be nice. Double the pawns here. So knight d4, knight d5, I'm on f6. Just check, I don't know how harmful that is. I don't want to lose the exchange to knight, a knight check. There's knight f4 for potentially h5. There's rook's on h5. Rook b1. Let's do this for a moment. Or keep the knight, maybe. No, I don't want to. Allow knight f3. Right, if I just play this for a moment. Oh, knight. No, knight e3. There's always knight f3. So rook. If I double what rooks, maybe just give up the exchange here. That's a huge knight. Bishop seems okay. I think knight's e3 for a moment. No, it's looking a bit unstable. Knight b4, knight c3. I'll try this. So a4 looks vulnerable. Try and get as many pawns as possible for the exchange. There's not that many. Well, the knight's pretty good at the moment anyway. I'll just play check. Go for this f5 square.
Check. Check. Check.
I'll keep that there maybe. I'm protecting f2. I'm going to go to h5. I need to sack back the exchange. Or not, as the case may be. There's knight e4, knight f5. Knight f5, knight h4.
Check.
Just king g3. Oh, he's going to get rid of all my pawns. Oh. Ah, no.
Okay, so that was a bit of pressure on the queen side, to say the least. After that b5, knight b3, it's threatening d3 there. I had to do something radical. If I play rook b1, just takes. Maybe actually no, taking here. I could have played rook b1, probably. Take here. Right, let's play Mizovic. He seemed a little bit on the slow side last time. I'm not entirely sure. He's not indestructible, I think. If I can get a reasonable opening. I take and rook. Let's do this for a laugh. Into the centre. Takes 2 pawns from the centre and his rook.
Check.
Not too bad. Unless I get mated after. Probably quite likely. I've got to be careful on the dark squares. So I leave that and play g4, and then bishop g7. There's going to be a dark square counter attack for sure. So get rid of this knight for a start. Go away, knight. Get rid of all the attacking pieces. This one is pretty dangerous. Now knight e5 is possible. I don't need to do a defensive move just yet, so I'm on the rook. But I'm just trapping my own bishop. That's the silly thing about that. If I just give up the exchange there rather than... oh no, f3. f3 might be possible. Nope, I need to get that thing out. Give up back the exchange. Oh, is it going to take on f4? Hasn't done that. If I just take this knight off, I'm getting in trouble. I'll take on c4, take on b6. Just a quick d5. So knight e5. Knight e5. Okay, I'm just going to take this and take here for queen d5. Queen f5. I'm on f3. That could be handy. So queen f3, get the queens off.
Check. Check. Check.
These 2 pawns should roll. He's got that b7. I'm going to try and mate him with the 2 rooks or something. King g6 and try and mate with the 2 rooks. Or e3. There's a check here. There's rook f3 if he's not careful.
Check.
Helps. Yes! Ah. bit lucky there. I don't know what he's saying actually. I don't know. Someone's saying something to me. I don't know what it is. Okay. So that opening really helped. Knight takes d4. A good one here. Something to bear in mind. Oh, okay. I need to be careful about quick knight b4s. I think I might just do this to stop quick knight b4s. If I take on c4 here, if the mouse is working, then queen a4 check. I don't think I'm losing a piece or anything. Might not be that brilliant, but what is this? I'm tempted for knight g5, but I know he's gonna play something like bishop h2 after. I'll just play a bit more reserved. I mean, there's enough weaknesses around the place here. Probably if I just get rid of this guy and e5 and knight e4, knight can come to d6. Knight d6, knight f6 for a moment.
Check.
Queen d3. So queen h7. There's h6 is dropping, and g5 drops. That could be the disaster.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
I put the knight on d6 or something. Get this d file. Alright, so f4, then take the rook, then rook f3, queen h8. Okay, I think I could take the rook immediately. I'll take the rook immediately. Just, I don't know, just f5 or something. I think he wants to win on time, this guy. That's why he's playing so quick. If I just get the queens off and play like this, I've got these pawns. They should be quite good. Oh, just move anything. Move.
Check.
There's g4 and bishop f5. So get the king over to somewhere. g4. Knight e4 or g4. I think g4, then knight f3, then g5. How do I get these pawns going?
Check.
Okay, let's go for that special. That's a bit of a pain.
Check.
There's knight d2.
Check.
7 seconds. There's g6 for g7. Is anything stronger?
He just plays bishop h7. There's h6 to support the pawn. King g6, rook d2, king h6, rook d7. Ah, he's not queening with check.
Check. Check. Check. Time warning. Check. Check. Checkmate.
I should have had that earlier. Okay. Dutch defense. Leningrad. Now something weird. No, he's not going to take. That's an optimistic pre-move. If he takes, he's just losing a piece. Knight b4 or something. Is that useful? g5. Can I try and squash the bishop? Or at least get this e5 square if he wants to take. If I have horrible double pawns there, I'm covering e5. Oh, this is looking a bit. I'm playing into his hands, it seems, with lots of weaknesses around the shop. But anyway, maybe c5 is useful. c4, try and trap his queen. There's a queen sacrifice all of a sudden. What's going on here?
Check.
Can I just king g7 block that pawn? I'll take on e5 probably. Is okay. I've got queen h4 check.
Check.
And then so there's queen f2, so I'm on d2 and g1. That looks good. That defends it. So I'll just take on d2 for a moment. And there's you get two rooks for the queen if rook f1. I'm on e3 anyway. I'm on e3. Or two rooks for the queen. Two rooks for the queen leaves me a rook up. So that's clearer actually than I would have thought. Being a rook up is clearer than queen e3. Yeah, surely I'm sort of pieces up here, but there's knight h5, that's quite dangerous, so I'll block this guy and give it back the exchange, just be a piece up, rook up. I'm actually I'm two rooks up and give back an exchange. Keep taking on g6 as well. Okay, so king
Kensington. Is bishop h6 any good? Maybe e takes. So I've got knight takes h5. That's knight f4. Or f4. I don't know if f4 is any good. I'm dropping this one. So I'm going to do something quick about queen h4. I think f4 just to get rid of that pesky knight on e5. Maybe just g3 for a moment. So bishop f3 and try and control this e file before I get mated. Let's get on this diagonal. I think king h2 is probably pretty good soon. Once his queen leaves eyeing h4. If I can get to play king h2 without any knight h4. Okay, so I'm going to get a pin for a moment there. What about just rook e6? Infiltrate on e6. I need to get on this diagonal somehow.
Check.
Oh, this looks juicy for f5. That's crushing because of queen h6. That looks absolutely crushing visually. I mean, if the knight moves, there's also rook h6 here, just winning the queen. Rook h6 wins the queen. Queen h6. Oh. Queen h7. I'll win the queen.
Check. Check.
An exchange.
Check.
See, there's queen g5 first. Or this knight f3 is not much to worry about.
Check. 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 Check.
What's playing on?
Check.
Interesting. He's going for a stalemate. Oh wow. Really? He's going
Check.
for a stalemate? Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, I've got to be careful not to stalemate him. He's got b1 for a moment. Get this knight out of the way. Still got c2. Alright, going for the checks.
Check. Check. Checkmate.
Didn't quite get over 2200 yesterday. King's Indian would be nice. Okay. What's h4 here? don't know if I want to weaken my queen side. Why not just queen d2 and just keep solid on the queen side? There's knight d1 to f2. Some controlling bit. Is this chat working? Is it gone? Have I castle here? Or b3? b3 is always c4. It gives up the d4 square though. Queen d4. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Give him a pass pawn. What about just rook c1? Just try. Or f4? I don't know actually. I don't know. I thought he could do better on the c4 square just then, but anyway. And castle on f4 and e5. He won't have a ping because it's threatening ef check. There's no pin with rook e8 here. Take here then. About so queen g4 is looking juicy. Queen h4 it's going to be a problem. And oh, there's knight f6. Hang on, there's knight f6. I'm on the knight here. I can get this check. I'm on the knight. Does he blunder the piece?
Check.
Okay. We have to. I've got queen b2 on AB. I might as well play that. On the diagonal. Oh, there's knight takes for knight f5. It doesn't have to take that. It's not going to.
Check.
But I've weakened the H file. Was there anything cleverer there? Come on, just queen d2. So go back for that for a sec. Move. Come on. Move. Knight e4, knight f5. Think queen d2, queen e5. I don't know. There's rook e1. Rook e1. Queen e5, rook e1. Queen g3. Oh, I'm gonna get in time trouble. Don't panic. Okay, no panic. He's just taking the queens off. His pawns are probably quite dangerous. There's no knight e2 just yet. I'm heading that way for knight e2 to be a disaster. But I needed to try and get these pawns. Well, there's knight d7's a little trap. Let's set the trap for knight d7. Okay, that's not. I'll stop this pawn before I get in trouble. Oh, come on. No, not there.
Time.
Oh no! Oh, what a muppet!
Check.
Oh,
Check. Check. Check.
oh, threw that one away. Oh, what a mess.
Checkmate.
Oh, lost it. Lost the thread totally. I thought this pawn was dangerous. That's dangerous, isn't it? These pawns, pass pawns. Okay, let's see. I thought that was in the bag. I thought that was really totally in the bag, that game. Oh, there's a nice little cat picture. If you like this, yeah, please do like the video. If you want to boost the likes on the video, that'd be cool. Okay, so that should have been in the bag. A bit annoyed by that one. Could have been approaching 2200. Weird. Time odds and everything. Okay. But not to be underestimated. These people, they're all pretty dangerous on this auto pairing, it seems. That's tactic with Queen D4.
Check.
To win a pawn, I hope. Unless I'm losing a piece or something. Oh.
Check.
It's my rook. So E5, is that possible? I'm losing the D5 square, so let's just move this rook somewhere. This bishop E5 is on, nearly on for bishop E5. It's a bit dangerous. Can I not just, because that guy's pinned. Oh my god, it's Queen G6. That's nice. Knight D4 is on this guy. Bishop B7. Because Knight D4, Rook D4, it was on the rook. It's nice skewer. Wouldn't exchange. What about F5, even better than a rook? Cool. Okay, so That's a nice check.
Check.
There. I think I'll just give up the bishop for the H file for a laugh. He's not taking it. Oh, he is. Okay, F4 is dropping. This might not be sound. So Queen D2. If I can get to play Queen D2 and Castle Queenside, that'd be fun. Or Knight H4 here. Threatens Knight G6. Mate. I'm actually attacking the bishop as well. It's Knight G6. Queen, Bishop H5 is G4. G4. Oops. Yeah, Bishop H5 G4. Bishop D1, Knight G6. Play G4 here. Knight G6 again. He's resigned. Cool. So I'm on. What am I? I don't know what I'm approaching that 2200 mark. Like this. Let's try and change the structure a bit without losing B7. So Knight D4, try and press down on E2. Actually, D5? What about D5? Aha. Taking in D4. That shuts down that bishop.
Check.
Well, A5 is on here. Right, so there's, I don't know, B6. B6 looks okay. So, okay, it's going to try and trap the bishop. There's G5, takes, doesn't do anything. No, Bishop G3, Bishop G3. I'm going to get mated, though, like that, probably. G5 takes Bishop G3, takes Bishop H4. Doesn't seem that bad. He's playing with that bishop over here, kind of. That's intriguing. Bishop Queen, Bishop over here. I'm probably going to get mated on the dark squares. It's not the sort of move to really consider too much. G5 FG, bishop G3 takes bishop H4, queen H6. My queen's not on the dark squares here. Bishop G6. He takes on H4. I'm wasting time with this. Why don't I just somehow give some square to my bishop, even if it's terrible, or even if I get double pawns. So I've just lost the whole minute. So G4, bishop G6, F5. Just my bishop's going to be in prison, but I get these dark squares anyway. What about just knight takes G4? So knight, okay. Bishop's going to be in prison soon, or maybe. Mind you, his F4's already weak, so he's still with blunted bishop. So if I just can do something on the dark squares here, I'll take on E8 first.
Check.
Or E1 first. He's got queen E6, king H7. He's got that. Okay. So queen E6, king
Check.
H7. Oh, he's going to be mating me on G8. I didn't see that coming. That was a bit abrupt.
Time warning.
Oh. Hang on. That was bishop G8. I've lost on time anyway. I've spent too much time calculating.
Check.
What can I do in 6 seconds? I don't think it's much I can do in 6 seconds. Try and keep pre-moving. Try and bring the king out. Oh, there's bishop c3 all the time, winning a piece. Yep. No, I'm just too much of a disadvantage, really. There was no point calculating all of that stuff. That was just ridiculous to calculate all that stuff with G5. It's just a ridiculous move to consider here. G5, pointless. It's just weakening the king. It's almost like getting mated with the pawn and queen.
Check. Check.
bit passive here. Knight b5. Double pawns. What can I do with double pawns? Go here for c4. Now might be f6 time. Maybe not. I'll just take for a moment. h6 after. And knight c4. And there's pawn. If the knight takes knight f3, check. I'll win b3 as well. Is that a problem? Okay, pressure. Can win a4 as well. No, I can't. Knight b6, rook d8. Rook d8 is plausible. Rook d8. I can't see problem at the moment. I can. Okay, so he's causing some weaknesses. He's on my 7th rank. He's definitely got compensation, but I've got this check for queen f5. If he takes knight okay, there's a check.
Check.
Try and get the queens off. He's got a dangerous pawn. Knight d4 looks like a pain actually. Try and hold that knight. This knight's not going anywhere. Can I double his pawns or something? Knight f4. I've definitely got all the trumps in the position. I'm not doing anything here. Maybe go for a mating attack or something. With h4, king over there, rook c8. Now it's big trouble.
Check.
So knight e2 check is interesting. Well, this pawn here.
Check.
For knight e2.
Check. Time. Check. 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 Check.
I think I won that on time. I'm not sure what happened there. I might have won that on time because, or it's a draw. I don't know if it's a draw, whatever. What does it actually say? It might have been a draw, this one, because he took, actually, so it's probably a draw. Okay, I think I've got to go and eat. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this session. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much. Comments or questions on YouTube?